When you guys read your texts and you get them online, do you find like most of the cyberbullying that you receive is directed at stuff you do on the show? Maybe you're doing a topic and people don't agree with it and they're targeting like the Jase and PJ show, or they're targeting you as an individual, like they point out something, your personality.
It's a mixture, eh?
Yeah, during the show it'll be the content of what's on the show.
Yeah.
I think personal attacks will more come on your own Instagram or Twitter and stuff like that. Yeah, during the show it's more content based.
Yeah,
So shut up. I don't agree with you. Go back to Australia.
Which is, part and parcel of the
I
job,
thought you
isn't
were
it?
going to say fair. God. So I thought you were going to say fair.
Which is totally justified.
I was going to go, you know what we're doing here tonight, right?
Has there ever been a point where they've attacked the people closest to you? So maybe like family or friends that they've heard about or you've talked about on the show, and then there's a photo on your Instagram with you and them or anything?
Lou was on, I did a breakfast show back in Australia, and when we had our first baby, Lou came on the show to talk about it. And people started ripping into her on social, going, oh my God, she sounds like a kid with a little kid voice and stuff like that. And I think working in this industry for so long, I don't care. Like, I don't read the stuff. But then watching her get upset about it, it brought it home for me like, whoa, a total stranger's having a go at her. She's now completely gutted and, in tears. It just reminded me the power of what someone says. You think about it, when you're at school and you're in primary school and a bully says, hey, you look fat in that shirt, you get upset by it. Now...
It's 10 times as aggressive as that.
Yeah, and you're alone, you're at home, you're reading what people are saying about you, and you don't have to put up a brave front for anyone. It's harder.
Yeah.
Do you have any advice for those people, maybe the 14-year-old girl or boy that is being cyberbullied by somebody at the school, somebody that they thought was their friend, or just anybody random that you think that they should really take home and just go, look, this is how I need to deal with it?
I would say surround yourselves with your friends and your family and establish that close group of people that you can trust. And then from there, as hard as it sounds, these people who are, sending nasty messages online, do your best to just be like, that's them, that's not me. Separate yourself from the situation.
I think the simplest thing is block them. The minute you reply, minute you reply, you just and you're acknowledging what they've said.
Yeah.
Just block it, move on. And as soon as you blocked them, you don't have to see it again. And you know what? If you have to block 10 people, cool. You might have to block 8 people next week, and then 6 people the week after that. And in a month's time, you're not blocking any idiots.
And I think it's really important to remember that if someoone's saying...
They just wanted one piece of advice, mate. We're just...
if they're saying these nasty things, then there's obviously something going on inside of them that they're unhappy with. Yeah. And you've got to remember that it's not your problem, it's actually theirs, and they've got things to deal with.
I can tell you now, that's a good point. If you track down a school bully who was an absolute arsehole in primary school or high school and spoke to him now and he was 25, they'd look back then and think they're an idiot. They wouldn't be happy.
Well, what would you say on the other side of the coin, to someone at the moment right now who's listening who is a bully? And they're on a daily basis harassing somebody they don't know.
I've got a good quote,
saying
actually.
Mean tweets to celebrities or something like that.
Okay, we'll stand by for the quote.
I screenshotted something today.
Oh, God.
Oh, no, where'd it go?
Kale will improve your life. Doesn't go after bully stuff.
You guys just keep talking. I've got it.
Okay, great. You scroll through there's 900 selfies she's got to get through, guys. I just think if you're sitting there putting someone else down, it's like, ask yourself why. If you're going to type a really nasty message about someone, just before you hit send, ask why do you have to send it? It's like dickheads at key cars. That's the way I always look at it. People at key cars, you key a car. You're not hanging around to find the other person's pain when they come back and see it. You just do it. You move on like you've done it. Yeah, someone comes back. Their pride and joy is destroyed. They're up for a couple of $1,000. What enjoyment have you got out of it?
I was wondering that. Yes, literally yesterday, walking into town, and there's a car down the road from my street. It's a 2013 Bentley Continental. That's not a cheap car.
No.
Someone's just gone all the way down the side.
But why did they do it? It's jealousy. It's jealousy. But that's why people attack. It's exactly right. It's why people attack on social media. If they see someone like a Max Key and they'll attack him and go, "You're a knob" and everything like that. Why? Because he's pretty successful at the moment. God love him. He's making a few bucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's packing some abs as well at the moment.
I thought you were going to say something else.
No.
He's packing some beat in the bed.
Yeah, but let's be honest, we all saw the photos. I think we can agree, definitely is.
I found my quote.
Okay, here we go. All right,
oh, no, I just
home.
saw this today. I thought this is nice. Hate. It has caused a lot of problems in this world, but it has not solved one yet.
Oh, that's it.
That's it.
Okay.
No, I think that's actually really good.
You're not going to get anywhere with hating.
No,
spread the love, honestly.
It's that simple rule of when you've grown up with your family, surely everyone's mum said, don't do to others what you wouldn't want done to you. Correct. Like, it's the obvious thing that everyone should know.
What's that other quote? Hang on. Be the change you want to see in the world. I don't know who said it,
Here
but
we
I
go.
saw it in a movie once.
Jase, we're just waiting on you for a quote now.
A short break in radio is a great break in radio.